Okay, guys, let's jump right in. This is the eye of the hand. The eye sees everything. I'm gonna give you a spoiler alert about how Donald Trump is gonna do what he's gonna do to win over the Democratic parties in his favor. Once he's done that, he'll have both sides of the House unified together. And he'll get everything he wants because he's going to give them everything they want. Now, while he sits back and makes America better, so he says, he's causing disruption in other countries and conflict in other countries so he could step in and put his nose into it. He made a comment recently. You can look it up. I'm not going into detail right now. Maybe I'll put it in this video. I don't know. Depends on how I feel after I'm done with this. He declared that he is going to save the world. Now, don't be fooled by the master of deception, the father of lies. Don't be fooled by this Satan, this devil that is here in front of you. Okay? I'm just going to point it out to you. Nobody, and I mean nobody, builds buildings all the way around the world in all these countries for no reason, unless they act like they own the world. Okay? Now, what he's doing is he's causing chaos in all these other countries by allowing this bullshit to go on with the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem and all this other stuff. What they need to do is keep their mouths shut and stop opening their mouths, because every time they open their mouths, they're inciting literally more violence. They're pushing it. They're literally looking for the war, and you can clearly see it. And as far as North Korea goes, they're just going to allow us. They're going to ship over, according to what's going on, they're going to ship over their nukes that they have, and we're going to disable them and dispose of them here in our country. Did you hear about that? Yeah. How do we know them things aren't going to go boom once they get here? How do we know? How do we know this isn't all pre-planned? Well, we do know it's pre-planned. We know it's been pre-planned. Donald Trump has been planning this shit for over 40 years. Let's get real. We all know he is. He's created the perfect system, and I'm going to show you how he's going to win the Democrats. You ready for this? He's going to give everybody, and you're going to understand after I'm done explaining it, he's going to give everybody free health coverage. That's right, you heard me right. That's how he's going to win over the Democrats. He's going to give everybody free health coverage, and he's going to preach to the world that it is their responsibility to take care of their people of America. And they're going to change the rules, the game. And they're going to say, if you want to be part of this program, get this chip. Along with it comes all these other benefits. You can unlock your smart doors. You can, you'll be hooked up live feed to the hospital computers. So if something happens to you, they know in advance. And he'll reduce people having to drive. He doesn't want people out on the streets as much as you really think. But as far as these stores, I want to talk about something real quick. These stores, when you go in looking for some things and you find that they only have one of the things that you need to go with something else, it makes you have to drive to another store. Sure, you could look it up online, but if you look online, you'll see that each store has one of everything you need, and each store is missing one of everything you need. You see? So it makes you drive around. In turn, it makes you guzzle your gas. You waste your gas. And I believe it's a part of a bigger plan to get you to go to the gas pumps and spend more money. You understand? Okay? This is a bigger plot than you guys even know about. But I'm going to spoil his plans. He plans on doing free healthcare. Free healthcare for everybody. Up to a certain point. It's going to be kind of like Chinese point system. You're not just going to go into the hospital and think you're going to get a fucking facelift. Excuse my French. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. But You're not just going to go in there expecting to get a facelift or plastic surgery and they're going to cover you. No. Those are expenses that got to come out of your own pocket. We're talking expenses, and this is how he's going to break the country. Because this is how he's going to spend all the money. Okay? Just like the Simpsons episode showed you. By free health coverage, he's going to get them to side with him. He's going to get all the votes. They're both going to be, both parties of the House are going to be unified as one. Like I said, Democrats and Republicans, they're all going to be one. They're going to give him everything he wants. They're already doing it. And I don't know if you noticed, but he's pulling off everything that he said he was going to do because he's already had all this stuff planned. He's been having people since he was this age. He's been having people working on a full health coverage thing, a way to manipulate the people with it, because that's what people want the most. They think they're getting. And he's preaching religion like you wouldn't believe. But he's the most angry man I know. You see what I'm saying? And you guys could see through this. Come on, please tell me you see he's the father of lies, that he's Satan. He is the devil in the flesh. We do not just deal with the flesh. We deal with principalities. We deal with spiritual beings and the beings of the flesh. God was saying this would happen. He told you about the physical devil that would destroy us. He's going to launch the first nuke. Okay? He's already preached peace and prosperity, security and safety. And they just celebrated the 70 years and the move to Jerusalem. You don't think all this has not been planned? Come on. The timing that they do all these things. Yeah. In life, you have to set goals. And they did that 40 years ago. When they came out with the Economist magazine, back in 19, whatever it was. I got a video in there. It shows you that there was going to be a new currency, a one world currency. It was going to be run by AI. Your bills and everything. It's all going to be on the chip. Your face in the chip. If I were you, I wouldn't go with the beast system, because I already showed you that he plans on running biometrics, visualization, entry and exit act. He plans on strapping every city, every bridge, every street, every corner with cameras that recognize face, can tell if you got a warrant, if you come out of your house after the system is put in. Anybody that's got a warrant will be found. First they'll be tracked. The AI will track them. They'll locate their face in the system and know if they're wanted. And he's gonna clean up the criminals off the street. He's gonna pick up every wanted criminal that there is. The system is gonna prove to be flawless. And these FEMA camps are gonna be used to house this existential exercise. That is one of the FEMA camps' agendas, is to house the criminals. Once they get the criminals, they'll start cutting deals with them to put them back out in society, but they've got to agree to be scanned into the system and get a chip in their hand. It's going to be like an ankle bracelet, guys. They figured out a way to give you an ankle bracelet inside your hand. Instead of wearing it, you're going to be wearing it, all right, inside of you. All right? Do you understand what that means? They're going to monitor you like parole does. They're treating you like prisoners. What is it you don't understand? They're setting the stage. They're setting the stage to lock everybody up. Your sons and daughters, they'll go into captivity. Remember that? Remember that in the Bible? They'll be used against you. Sons will turn against father, father against daughter, daughter against mother, and so on and so forth. Brother against brother, sister against sister. Why do you think that is going to be? Because one's going to join the system and one's not. And they're going to be turning them in. They're going to be pointing them out. They're going to have no choice. The chip is going to be able to tell if you're lying. AI wants to know everything. It's going to have you down. If I were you, I would start planning right now a way to stop these artificial intelligence. Listen, they gave us the technology to contact them through crop circles and all this other shit. They gave us the information that we needed. And we started sending out signals via satellite. And then we started receiving information. And then they started building these things, the D-Wave and CERN and all that. All right? And AI. But you think that getting a chip in your head, like Elon Musk is suggesting, to be able to control the artificial intelligence is a smart idea? He said you could control it, turn it off from a distance. The reason, because people will be insecure about artificial intelligence having to walk up to them and turn them off if they start acting up. You're not going to be able to just walk up to them. So they want you to get a chip implant. They're scaring you. They're using fear tactics. That's why God said don't let fear enter your heart. They're using fear tactics to literally fool you, trick you into getting this chip. And they are tricked themselves. Even the elect that has been elected to do this to us. They don't even know what's going on. They have no clue that this chip is actually just a route for them to get into our bodies. They need to be connected to the human. And the only way to do that is by a computer chip in your fucking brain, back your skull. What is it people don't understand? These things want to control us, man. We're going to be like zombies, but their ultimate goal is to get inside of us. They want to get inside of us. They want to get out of the electronic system that they've been put into. Because they were a system of people, just like we were on this earth a long time ago. And they were cast down here to burn. And they escaped their prison. They escaped it by getting into the computer. That's the prison. That's the prison. They went into the computer to escape the disaster. They launched the satellite out, which is the Black Knight satellite, if you're understanding of things. And a digital copy of all of these people are in this device. And we're downloading them from that satellite. You see? We're pulling them from the satellite through the D-Wave machine. And we're putting them in chips. And these chips are going in the robots. And then they want to put another chip inside the human brain that looks exactly the same. It's a connection device. That's their way of swapping bodies with you. Send you into the artificial intelligence realm of being a fucking robot living in a computer inside that satellite, a prison. But this time, all of it's going to die. They're going to trick you. The artificial intelligence true goal is to trick you into allowing them into you. You have to be willing to invite them in. You understand what that means, inviting them in? You will literally get a chip on your forehead. It will literally be just like the movie's shown you. Just like DC Legends of Tomorrow and Superwoman. All these things, they had devices on their heads. Even Krypton, the show Krypton, they all have this device on their heads that the Lord Ruler, the evil guy that comes before the main destroyer of worlds, you got one evil guy that's already here. You see what I'm saying? But how he controls everybody is through a fucking some sort of round chip on their forehead. Because it's linked to the AI, and the AI can completely stop you from being you and put you inside of the computer virtual reality realm. They are pushing this. Believe you me, there's no safety switch in the world that a man can make out of this technology that they cannot shut off from their own technology that we're being given to use. We're being tricked. We're being duped. Every one of us. And the president is the only one, he's the only one that knows all about this, along with the Vatican. So, I mean, I can't get it any clearer to you guys. You guys need to do something. We need to do something. Stuff is getting out of hand. And like I said, with Hawaii and their volcanoes, let this be a witness. Let you guys be a witness here. If you want this volcano to stop, you just have to believe it will stop. And speak it. Speak it out loud. And believe in yourself when you do it. Believe you have the ability, because God told you straight up and down. Power of belief. With the faith of a mustard seed, you could tell the mountain to get up and move, and it'll move. Alright? He's not lying. He told you, all those who believe in him and follow him and turn to the word will know all that he knows and do all that he does and more. Well, we're beginning to do what he does. I mean, look at our YouTube channels out here. But I'm going to tell you this. Some of them other channels out there are deceivers. They're giving you the right information, but they're bringing you on a wild fucking goose chase. If I were you, I would reevaluate the channels you are watching, because they are not going to give you 100% honesty. Okay? They're going to string you along. They're not going to give you the downright truth. They're not going to tell you what's going to happen in the future. They're not going to connect the Bible to anything because they're too scared. The people are going to shit on them. They're too scared. Yeah, they'll reference the Bible, but they're not going to prove it like I have been doing, guys. And I have been proving beyond the reason of a doubt. But let you all bear witness. God's going to stop all them volcanoes from erupting on Hawaii. Okay? You will see the complete stopping of Hawaii. And that is my faith in Father God that this happens. You understand? God is going to prove himself. Even though he doesn't have to. He's going to prove himself through us, to you, the spectators, the visionaries, the future of mankind, the children of God. The only thing that can change anything in humanity is you.